Namaste, good morning, everyone. Well, I wanted to talk this morning about Trump's, again, idiocy after this, yet again, another mass shooting. And what's the brilliant statement he makes? Well, it's not a gun issue, it's a mental health issue. Well, what did this idiot do? He made it easier for those with mental illnesses to get guns. Mental illness and guns do not go together. So why would this fool make it easier for people that are mentally ill to purchase firearms? And I don't care, again, this idea of these semi-automatics, they are weapons of war. This is not something that a normal person would keep in their home for protection. Okay? And this idea that, it's, we don't talk about it now, let the people grieve. This is absolutely beyond heinous. We need to get some things established. Okay, I have no problem with people that have a firearm to protect themselves and their household. Okay, but I do have a major problem with them selling weapons of war, which have nothing to do with hunting. You're not going to use a semi-automatic to go out hunting. Again, the only thing they're good for is war. So really, this needs to be looked at. There need to be safeguards. They need to take those things off of the market. Nobody's saying take away all your guns. But again, nobody needs a semi-automatic weapon, an automatic weapon like that. In their home for protection. This is, again, ridiculous. These mass shootings, and again, part of the problem with all of this going on is we have a quote-unquote president who says, if somebody hits me, I hit back 10 times harder. He's giving permission. He is giving permission in his rhetoric and his actions that are allowing and causing these people to say, hey, what I'm doing is right. They did me wrong. I'm going to hit back 10 times harder. Okay? I don't give a rat's ass about anyone but myself. And Trump's actions, his rhetoric, his nonsense that he does, gives them permission. Okay? The violence is ramping up since Trump has gotten into office. Again, look at why. Look at his rhetoric. Look at his stance. He lies about everything. There's no morality there. And hey, if you can be a liar, if you can be, someone that calls real news fake, anything you don't like, you just, denounce it and it doesn't exist. If you live in a fantasy land where your way is right, no matter what it is, and when something goes against you, it's fake news, it's a lie, it deny, this ridiculousness. Yes, he is giving permission for these types of things to happen. He's ramping up this mental instability, because let's look at it. Trump is mentally ill. He's unstable. Okay? He is a psychopath. And he is opening the door to psychopathic behavior as normal. Okay? And this is what happens when you have people that are not willing to stand up and challenge him. Not only is his whole cabinet in bed with Russia in some way, shape, or form, again, they don't have any kind of morals. They don't care about this country. Bannon is an anarchist. He wants to see the fall of the government totally. Do you not see what's happening to this country? Okay, when you call the fake real and the real fake, when your ethics have gone out the door. And I think it's the most egregious thing I've ever heard for him to say, this is not a gun issue. This is a mental health issue. And this idiot, again, rolled back the things that Obama had in place to make it more difficult for people with mental illness to have guns. Trump says, oh no, they should be able to have access to guns, no problem. Well, it is a problem. It's not a gun problem, it's a mental health issue problem. Then why did you allow people with mental health issues to get guns? Look at it. Somebody get some kind of common sense here somewhere. We need to get this country back on track to where morality and ethics is not a dirty word. Where truth is not a dirty word. Okay? Where caring about your fellow man is not a dirty word, is not a dirty action. Okay? So I'm going to leave this at this. But again, we need to stand up and get these kind of weapons out of this country. Okay, you have a guy, yeah, he's still going to have access to guns. But really, he needs to have an automatic weapon? If he's mentally ill and he has a handgun, he's going to do a whole lot less damage than with an automatic weapon, for God's sakes. Come on, get a clue. Really, if you sit rationally and you look at it, there is absolutely no reason for anyone to have automatic weapons. Okay? If you're in the military, okay, you're fighting a war, that's one thing. But automatic weapons have no place in anyone's home, and most assuredly not in the hands of mentally ill people. So really, this needs to be looked at, and this nonsense that we cannot look at this now, it needs to be looked at 100%. We're having more and more mass killings, and we will continue to have more and more mass killings because, again, bottom line, the president is giving permission for this type of behavior. Lie, deny, con. Okay, if it's not something you want to hear, then you create your own thing. And that's what he's done. And that's what these mentally ill people are doing. It's everybody else's fault but theirs. They take no responsibility. Okay? Just like Trump. And the first time he lied when they asked about Russia. I don't know of anybody. Really? I mean, he was such a bad liar, and the first time he said it, it was like the kid, no, I didn't do that. No, please. Please. You know, We need to get this psychopath out of office and return this country to some sort of sanity and get people in office, in the Senate, in the House, that have morality and ethics again, instead of their primary motive, which is appeasing the NRI and the backers with big money, the Koch brothers and all of those that are shady, dirty, big pharmacy. All of these things need to be curtailed, and we need to get this country back on track. Okay, really seriously, we need to get the country back on track, and we need to really look at these issues seriously and start turning things around instead of throwing all morality and ethics out the door and my way or be damned. Start looking at humanity, ethics, honesty, truth, and hold those things as sacred and quit throwing them out the door for the sake of money. Well, they say money's the root of all evil. Easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to get into heaven. Do you wonder why it says that? Look at this. Get a clue. Okay? Because they sell their soul for the almighty dollar. And for what? You can't take it with you. Again, the only thing you can take with you when you leave this form is your core values and your ethics and the way you have lived life to this time. Karma is in place. Okay? You think you've gotten away with all the dirty deals here, but no, you will pay. You will pay. So don't think you get away with anything. Let's close this out for now. Namaste. Have a great day, everyone. At least have a safe day.